Hello everybody, my name is The Strange Eli and welcome to another video. I really love Fallout. I like Fallout a lot. I've played a lot of the games to some sort of extent, whether it be the whole game or just parts of it. I played all of Fallout 4. I really enjoyed that game. But there's something about Fallout that just screams cool. The art style, the time that it kind of takes place in, and the sort of thought and expansion on the real world America and the idea of nuclear technology, and just everything about it, culturally is very cool, and all the things about it as a game in its world are very cool. I've talked a lot to other friends about ideas about things that can be in Fallout and even Fallout games that I'd like to see. When I was younger, and I mean younger as in like maybe 3 years ago, I tried building a Fallout game that was a text-based adventure game that took place entirely within the vault. It was a vault that I had made up, but it took place in the Pacific Northwest. I have tried writing a Fallout movie script, which I've gotten pretty far on, but I've never finished. I have talked a lot to friends about a Fallout game that would take place in Seattle, or just really any place in the Pacific Northwest, because I really love this environment. I've talked to a lot of friends about things I'd like to see in Fallout, or things I'd like to see Fallout do. And there's one thing that I just realized is missing. To give you some context, I was talking to my girlfriend, and my girlfriend really likes Fallout. And I was talking to her about Fallout as a game, and I had made the realization that, to my memory and to my knowledge, there is no zoos in Fallout. I went back to Fallout 1 and I thought about it, and I couldn't remember a zoo ever being in there, mostly just a city, with a lot of desert wasteland in between. I thought about Fallout 3. No zoos there, not as far as I can remember, even though it takes place in Washington, D.C. New Vegas, barely remember that game, but certainly don't remember any zoos being involved. A lot of just small, desert towns. And then Fallout 4. Having played all of Fallout 4 and exploring that map to its entirety, no zoos. It's weird. You'd think that in these places where there are busy metropolitan areas, every major city has a zoo. The San Diego Zoo, Portland Zoo, Philadelphia Zoo, so many zoos all over the place, the New York City Zoo. All of these places have zoos. Every big city has a zoo to a certain extent. And so why doesn't Fallout have any zoos? And the thing is, there's so much creative potential there. First, the first thing you can think of is, why not have Nuka-Cola machines everywhere? A lot of them will be empty, but at least they're Nuka-Cola machines. Because most zoos have Coke machines everywhere. So that just makes sense. That's something that immediately translates. But then you start thinking about some other things. Like, you could have a maintenance area in an underground spot of the park, in which there are lockers that are full of mentats, and will have tattered clothes. You could even probably get a human zookeeper outfit in one of these lockers. There's a lot of things that you can explore. There's a lot of potential for hidden lore in those lockers and in that maintenance area. You could have a pipe rifle that has a legendary effect where it will stun enemies to kind of act as a tranquilizer dart. There's so many options for cool, unique things. You can even have the idea, wait, what if you had Mr. Handy robots that were going around the cages acting like the animals were still there?
I'm sorry, sir. I have to take care of the animals.
I crawled out of the vault for this. Robots shouldn't even be capable of mental illness. It would be such an interesting idea, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff to be explored there. You could even have a food court area in which, you could have a workbench so you could turn the food court area into a settlement. That would be really cool. Even if it was a smaller settlement, like some of the ones in the middle of the map in Fallout, there's still settlements that you could take, and then you could have a settlement within the zoo. The environment just lends so heavily to that, because you can see the leaves, you can see the newspapers on the ground, you can see, you could potentially see bones of animals, which I know would make some people upset, but that's what would happen in a zoo scenario. So there's just a lot of really cool things and a lot of cool artistic freedom there, and creative design that can be explored in the idea of a zoo in Fallout. Now, I realize a lot of this kind of rests on the fact that I didn't actually look up. I could have just Googled, is there any zoos in Fallout? And I didn't do that. So honestly, there could be a zoo in Fallout that I'm just unaware of. But it was something that I was thinking of off the top of my head and from my memory that I think would be really cool. And I really liked this idea, so I wanted to share it with you. Alright, so if you like this video or you want to see me do more videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If they bring back the rating system, go ahead and give this video 5 stars, even though they won't. And I really like Fallout, and I really had a lot of fun making this video. I loved playing this new character that I just made up, a shitty Fallout character, and yeah, it was really fun to make and do, and so yeah, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear, your thoughts on the video or what other things they could implement into Fallout, because there should be more, and I think that there's a lot of interesting, creative room to grow. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.